Earlier this morning, a proclamation was issued proclaiming May 2014 as SickKids Healthy and Happy Month. This month, SickKids is on a mission. We're on a mission to educate the public about the importance of healthy, active living for kids.
Years ago, type 2 diabetes was really not a diagnosis in children.
Kids need 60 minutes of physical activity each and every day. 5% of kids get that.
Weight is now considered, or it shows in the studies, to be the #1 reason that kids are bullied.
The parents say, oh, they did 60 minutes of phys ed at school, that's enough. They can watch TV the rest of the afternoon. No, they can't.
It really is my pleasure to be here today to help launch this SickKids Healthy and Happy campaign. For those of you who may not know my full story, I am actually a SickKids kid. Back in 1983, I was diagnosed with leukemia ALL, and I was admitted here to the hospital and spent 4.5 years under the care of Dr. Mark Greenberg. I remember as a kid, even though I was being treated, my parents always encouraged me to be very active, and I think that that's something that I really try to do with my kids. It's easy to go, here's an iPad, here's an iTouch, here's my iPhone.
Canada sort of sits splat in the middle between those countries that seem to be able to do something about it and those countries that seem to do nothing about it. We're sort of in the middle, and we need to improve the social circumstances in which our children are born and grow up.
Lack of physical activity was identified by the World Health Organization as the #1 health challenge facing the planet. So here at SickKids, we've been able to develop a new program called Exercise as Medicine, where we're using exercise to actually diagnose diseases better. We're using exercise to prevent disease, and we're actually using exercise now to treat chronic illnesses.
So it's common knowledge that sleep and good quality and quantity of sleep is needed for good mental and physical health in children. An astounding 60% of teenagers are chronically sleep deprived, and 40% of school-aged children are sleep deprived. Those children have an altered hormonal balance and chemical balance, which actually promotes an increased intake of poorer nutrition.
There's been an increase in availability of fast foods.
Beverages can, it's easy to drink, you don't fill up on it. So a lot of the energy that kids get today are from beverages that are loaded with sugar with no nutritional value.
It's a complex path that we've taken to get here, and it's going to take a multifaceted approach to get out.
We do have at our disposal the knowledge that we need to help people to eat better, to sleep better, and to be more physically active, which can then result in ultimately a much healthier and happier society.
What are you doing anyways, and how can you make something that you're doing anyways a little bit more active than it would have been? So just don't be so hard on yourselves and keep it fun.
We're ultimately hoping to change our country and thereby change the world. But it's not easy, it takes a little bit of work, but the answers are there. It does have an impact. It's just a question of how do we actually integrate that into society.